I was single maybe 6 years ago. Going on 7.
The last time you were single?
Yes.
So are you in a relationship? No, you're
no,
not
I'm
in a
single
relationship.
now.
Yes.
So I've been single
so there
now.
was, okay.
But this is like the first time I've been single
yes,
since.
Yes. Okay.
So I feel like the world has become a very different place.
Are you finding it hard? Like you're coming back, like you've lived your life, but in a way that you've lived it in a bubble.
Yes.
Like you were not stuck, but you were here.
Yes.
And now you've entered the rest of the world, and everyone has like it's moved on, and you're like, what do I do?
And I'm like somebody who's come out of prison who didn't know Twitter was like a thing. Yeah. So,
no, I get you.
And it's a very different world, you know. For one, I'm significantly, well, not significantly, but I'm a little bit older.
You're not significantly.
Yes, I need a refill. Would you be privy to helping me? Thank you. Yes, so there's a different crop of human beings that have been released.
Oof, you know what? The standard of, it's just, I don't know, like people who are raising kids do better. And and girls. Have you seen the next generation? I'm scared.
This is the thing, guys. So the women that are coming out now, the new release of women, are on a completely different wavelength. And it's not, for me, it's not even so much that. I think it's just the aggression. Like,
are they aggressive?
Towards men. Not in a, like, I think the men like it, obviously, which is great. And I think it's wonderful for a woman to be very forward.
Is it a certain type of younger woman who's aggressive to a certain type of older man? Because that's what I see.
Oh, yeah. Maybe it's that. But I think it's also to average men as well. I think it's also the young girls now, which I think, look, I'm not knocking anyone. I think it's wonderful. I think it's wonderful for young women to be confident. Thank you. I love you. For a young woman to be confident and feel secure in her sexuality to just address a man. I had a friend who told me that a girl came up to him. He's married, by the way. A girl came up to him, a younger girl came up to him and was like, I may have to edit this out of the video. You look like, she said this in Setswana, I can't repeat it because I don't know how to say it, but she said, you look like you like that was a direct translation in Setswana. It's obviously not
even like.
And I was like, wow, you know,
that's bold.
That's bold. That's bold.
Very bold.
Because I'm still at the stage where I'm like, hi. Anyway, so we've digressed so much from the topic of Tinder.
I do. Wait, yes. Okay, so I talked about one Tinder story where it was with a friend. Hey, friend.
Yes.
I don't know if he's gonna watch this. Who knows? I have another Tinder story with some random looking to hit it. How many people he can hit it with? I have another Tinder story. It's like I've been on Tinder.
You clearly haven't. This is giving me hope.
I mean, it's fun. It makes for fun stories. It makes for content. So I matched with someone on Tinder, and you know the person because you sent me their profile, and you were like, "This is what we're working with." That guy.
Girl, I sent you the guy with the gun and the guy in the hospital. So
no,
who was it?
The one with like this pose or something in the car.
Oh, the guy.
Yeah. So I matched with him, and we started chatting, and he didn't seem completely stupid. And he was, he was cute. So we went on like a date thing, like a meet.
So okay, so how did it happen? So you guys matched each other.
Matched on Tinder.
Then what? You said, can I have your number?
Chatting. I think he used one of those lines.
On Tinder.
Chatting on Tinder, and then I think he used one of those lines like, how many times do I have to ask? How many times do I have to say something until I can get your number? Or I don't know, something like it was like funny. It was cute. So then we moved the chat over to WhatsApp. And then so then we started kind of doing research on each other, and we found out that we like have friends in common. So that helped me because I was like, okay, you're friends with so and so, I know them. You're probably decent. Like you're not a complete psychopath. Like there's references.
Despite the picture of it.
Jim, I didn't see that photo.
So that wasn't the poster.
No, that was. I had another one.
Oh, yeah. You should tell him that that's not the picture to go over.
Maybe it's working for him. Anyways, we don't talk. So we went on like a date, like a meet, and just went to Bush because it was safe for me. I was like, I know Bush. It's my hood. If anything goes wrong, it'll be fine. That was a good first meet. It's Good first meet. And then we started hanging out. Cool. We probably hung out with each other for like 2 to 3 months. Like once a week, twice a week type of thing.
That's good.
Yeah, like it was fun, you know, like when you have someone who's like asking you how you are, saying cute stuff to you, you feel good. And then I was out at dinner with a friend, and I had mentioned to him that I was going to be out at dinner with a friend, but he said he was busy with his friends. Fair enough. They were watching sport. I don't know. And so then the sport finished. No, I think it was a Man U game. The sport finished and they came and joined, friend and I, and they were very drunk. So this was the first time one of my good friends is meeting
him.
I can't swear. Him. And I was like, this is not a good impression. Like, you don't meet one of my close friends like drunk. Anyway, so she was very like tolerable over the whole thing. I would have said something, but she was very sweet about it. And then I gave him a lift home, like to his place. And this is from Pakalani to G West. Is it G West? G West, far.
First of all, how did he get here? I don't need a ride home.
Don't ask me these questions. I don't have answers for you. So I gave him a ride home, and on this ride, he decided to then comment about my weight, which is what all women love to hear. And so the rest of the ride home was very quiet because I didn't know what to say. Like, I didn't know how to react. Nobody has ever said, no, they have, but nobody has ever said that to my face and thought that nothing. So many people said that. So friends were like, did you like stop then and there and just tell him to get out? And I was like, no, like, I can't just leave a person on the side of the road. And you know, some people are like, hey, do you drive to a petrol station and then leave him there? And I was like, no, I didn't.
How dare he?
And then he didn't realize that what he said was not a good thing. So
did you tell him?
No, I didn't have to. I wrote something on my Insta stories, and I was just like, no, I was just like, you know, people
progression for you.
I don't know. I don't deal with my issues. I really
Cheers.
Don't. I really don't. That's not sick. I wrote something along the lines of, people just be aware that words hurt sometimes, and you may not see it as a thing, but you don't know what situation the person you're saying it to is in. Like, you have no idea what somebody is going through.
For sure.
And then he was like, oh, snap. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I'm impressed that he actually picked it up, that was towards him. I'm very impressed.
No, when I'm passive aggressive, I'm very specific, so you know it's you. So he did apologize, but for me, I was just like, I was so like, you know, when you're just numb, you just have no emotion, and you're just like, because it's somebody that, you know, you are building a trust with them, and you're spending time with them, and then you have no right, you know? You have no right. I think the only person I would willingly hear it from is my mother.
100%.
She's looking out for my health. And even then, I'd be like, hey, calm down, mama. But yeah, so that was not fun. And that took me a while, because then I was just, you know,
you're defeated.
You're defeated, you're insecure again, all the things that you always think about. So that wasn't fun. So then I was really single for a while, because I was like, the world sucks. So the people that are on Tinder,
they're not okay. I'll be honest with you. I don't think I will remain for very much longer on Tinder. Because even the people that I'm trying to scam who live over the seas, they're also not okay. I mean, I think the guy who was in the mental hospital actually think he was in another location. That wasn't even local. I think he was in like the New York one that I picked, or the Paris one, or one of them.
Jeez, okay.
Yeah, so I don't think, like, nobody's okay in any of the various locations I've said I've lived in. Nobody's okay.
I don't know if people are just putting on an act because it's Tinder. I don't know if, maybe this is something we can ask everyone. Like, is Tinder seen as, I don't want to say like Grindr, as in who's nearby, who's down.
No, I think Grindr is
DTF.
I think Grindr is really DTF.
Okay, because
and
I feel like
wonderful,
is Tinder going in that direction? Like, do people not care about, let's have a conversation first, let's meet for drinks so we can see if you're normal?
I don't even know, guys. Maybe there's another app and we're missing.
Also, when did we start doing apps? What about What about meeting people? I mean, I don't even go out. I don't know where to meet people.
I don't want to meet people locally.
Really?
Like, I don't want to meet them. First of all,
also there's somebody I think you should date. So we're gonna talk about this after.
No, first of all, girl, I feel like I know who you're talking about.
Right?
I feel
because
no. I feel like I know. No,
I think you know who I'm talking about. I feel like that'd be so cute.
I'm not enjoying this.
I feel like we should think of a name and then your viewers can like ship it.
Okay, so here's the thing. Here's my thing about.
Oh my gosh, I already have a name. Okay.
No, listen. Here's my thing about dating locally. I feel like we just spoke about this, but I'm gonna go back right into it. One, guys, I am in my mid-30s. I'm 36, and I haven't even.
When you said significantly older, it sounded like you were saying you were 50.
Sorry.
That's not even old, friend.
So my thing is, and even though I didn't grow up here and I only came here later in my life, I have friends, and because of the simple fact that I have more than 5 of them, I feel like either everyone in this country, I've dated myself, minimize myself, or
one of your friends has.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
So it's very difficult. Like even now, like I'll see someone who I'm like, oh, he's cute, and then someone will be like, hey, Scout, you know, so and so,
yes,
you know.
Yes, there's a link.
So there's that, which I don't really mind because I feel like also we get to a stage in our lives where it's like
you gotta recycle.
You know what I mean? Yeah, and that's fine. But then it's like I also feel like the mentality of a lot of guys here is that when you date, you're in a relationship. And I'm at a place in my life where I just want to date without being in a relationship. Like I will find that at some point, but I've been in a relationship for I feel like my entire life. That right now I just would like to meet somebody, date, go on a few dates, and great. If he's a great guy, then maybe we can take it further. But I don't want to. I don't understand this concept of if you're dating someone, you're
with them. Yes, no, that's another thing though. I feel like it's very gap specific.
Yes.
So if you're hanging out, dating, whatever, someone,
that's it.
Your boyfriend, girlfriend.
No, guys.
But
no.
If you go on a date with someone and then you go on a date with his brother, you're just dating around, and good for you as long as you're honest with everyone. And say, I think you need to broaden your social circle. So in terms of, so sometimes, don't cull your friends. Like they're still your friend, don't get rid of them. But I just mean, sometimes when I'm invited to different events, I'll go somewhere and I'm like, I've never seen any of these people before in my life. Where do you guys hang out?
Yeah, which is.
So have you tried like going to different environments?
I have. Like, I think I have. I think I've done a good job in that.
I'm still not really.
No, because I'm the type, like I was saying, like I want to meet somebody, but if a guy comes to talk to me, I'm usually like, unless you look like I was gonna say. So yeah, so there's also that, but also I don't know. You know, when you get older, your energies are low. I don't have the energy to like. What do you mean, like go to a new place and then? Like, who am I going to that new place with by myself?
No, don't do that. Go with a friend. But like, for example, so you go to Rhapsodies, right?
Yes, but I try not to go like religious. What?
Okay.
Like,
so now you go to Preemie. But I just mean like that's a different environment. But no, you know what? Everyone in Gap is going to Preemie right now. So I just mean like, let's say, what if you go to, let's use this as an example, Corner Couch, because it's somewhere. I live
at Corner Couch. In the literal sense.
Okay, pretend you did it. I just mean like, what if you go somewhere completely new, and then maybe you'll meet
like the cricket
someone.
Yeah.
Just, you know, different.
But also,
But don't go alone. No. Like go with a group of friends, or just be like, hey guys, let's go for.
But don't you also feel okay? So for me personally, I've learned a very strong lesson in life that I'm not gonna do the meeting people at night. That did not work very well for me.
As in, go on a date with somebody?
No, meet somebody in the nights.
Why do they look different during the daytime?
No
what
doubt.
What do you mean meet somebody at night?
Like if I'm gonna meet somebody in this stage of my life, it's gotta be at the gym, it's gotta be at work, it's gotta be at a conference before 5 p.m. Like it's gotta be like I'm not doing the meeting somebody at night.
What if you're out to dinner with friends and they're out at a business dinner?
That's fine.
Or they're at a dinner, like they're not.
No, that's okay.
At the club.
That's okay. But I'm not doing a meeting somebody at Sankaya Corner Couch. There's no lighting, so first of all, I don't even know what I'm looking at until the morning. Two, it's not a Rhapsody Pakalani because now it's become, So no. So it has to be.
So basically, if you want to hook up with Thembi, go to any hotel. And she'll be at the conference centers, yes. Scoping for talent.
That's it. I'm not doing the nighttime anymore. It did not end well.
It
did not end well for me.
That's interesting. But I work during the day, so what must happen?
So do I go. That's why I said gym.
Oh shit.
That's why I said conferences. Things like that. Yeah, I think those are the safest places to meet a man.
Conferences are interesting. You know what?
Or you can meet a man at a restaurant. That's fine.
But just like take it with a grain of salt. Yeah. I did see a good-looking male person at a dinner. He was sitting on the table next to us. I should have said something. He was not ugly. And he had glasses. So smart.
Okay. What is your goal? Like in terms of what is
to be a billionaire?
Well, okay, not those people.
Okay.
Butterfly, please. Yeah, like, what are you? What are your like your dating relationship goals? Like, are you looking for marriage? Are you looking for just a fun time? You know, because I think that also dictates how we meet people. Do you know what I mean? And like the scenarios we put ourselves in. You know.
So I've I haven't been the biggest, I want to get married and have kids person. I do want to settle down, but if I want to have like a long-term something.
Yes.
So even if we are not married, that is fine, just as long as we know we're married without having a certificate, basically. Kids, you know, kids one day I love kids, the next they shouldn't be seen or heard. But I'm sure mine will be lovely. I don't know, kids scare me. I think they sense my fear.
You're an only child, right?
Yeah. I think they sense my fear. Like I would like to have a companion. I did comment once how I would love to get married just so I could have a big party all about me. Like my wedding day would just be about me.
When you turn like a significant age.
I'm nearing a significant age and I'm trying to decide if I want to have a big party or just
You should. I think you should.
Escape.
Yeah. So you can have that big party and I think it's even better that way, you know?
Yeah, I don't want to share the limelight with my husband.
Because if you...
Only child.
Yeah.
So yeah, one day, I feel like one day I do want to get married. Why not? I think,
why not?
I mean, why not? Like, let's take it off the back. I think I'm nervous because my parents' relationship didn't work out and I thought it was the perfect marriage.
Yeah.
So now I'm scared and I don't trust people very hard. Like, what if I fall for someone and then they break my heart?
Well, you'll live.
I mean, I will live, but it's tough.
It's tough, but you'll definitely live. Like, I mean, I don't think I could ever get married again. I've been married already, obviously. And I don't think I can ever do it again. Everyone says, oh no, you're just saying that now, you'll change your mind. Maybe I will, I don't know. But for now, I cannot even think about it.
But do you see yourself with like a long-term person?
I do. I can, because everybody needs somebody to love. You know what I mean? Like we all, like you're saying, you want a companion, you want somebody. Yeah. So I can see myself doing that, but I don't see why I would need to get married. Like I don't get, like I completely get why Oprah said you never got married, guys.
Because Oprah wasn't trying to share her billions. Smart.
Yes, and also because
I think it's the pressure.
Yes,
it's the pressure
from
society.
Yes.
It's not even pressure you're putting on yourself. It's pressure that, not even family sometimes. Like, I think my mom has given up on having grandkids at this point. But I think it's a societal pressure where, you know, a woman and a man at a certain age, you should be getting married. Then it's, you should be having kids. Like, it's very...
It's one. It's one thing.
One of my close friends got married last year, and on her wedding day, her aunties were like, so when are the kids coming? And I'm like, guys, we haven't even cut the cake. Give them a second.
No, for sure. So no, and I personally, I think it's great. I mean,
for other people, as long as people are happy.
I have parents who've been married for almost 45 years. And I think it's wonderful. But me, I don't think it's for me. I think it's great for other people, not for me. Because guys, I'm gonna marry, and then I'm gonna go on a trip, and then I'm gonna meet Idris Elba, and then I'm gonna do what? I'm gonna say no to Idris because I'm married. No, guys, no, I can't. I'm very sorry, but I absolutely can't. There's a do you know how many people are in this world right now?
Wow. Yeah. So this is a whole other topic. Have you heard of how people have open marriages?
Yes. And what's the point?
Thank you.
Just don't
if
get
you
married.
want to have fun with everyone, just don't get married. Just be, I don't know.
Single.
Be single or be in an open relationship. Like don't go add diamonds to this and now you're still.
Guys, I don't
get it. I really don't. I don't understand it. People have tried to tell me.
Oh my god. There's literally, it's 2019. As a woman, you can vote on your own. You can buy a house. You can buy land. You don't need to be married to do anything. I get it back in the day. Like there were certain things that you can only achieve if you were a married person. 100%. But now this is not the world that we're living in. So you need to get married because of what, guys? Because of what?
And then you still want to have your fun. I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. So also, like when people are having their extramarital affairs and everybody else knows about it.
I think that's just our culture, though.
Do the wives know, guys?
They do.
And they just say nothing because they get handbags from the husband.
Oh, some of them don't even get handbags.
What do they get? Do they get cars?
It's security of just knowing that you're married. It's a sad life.
Surely you are better than that.
But unfortunately, not many people know that they are. And that's something that I think is the root of a lot of problems in this country.
So I know my mom did tell me, thank God she's on the internet. Actually, she is, so she might see that. She loves the YouTube. But she told me when she got married to my dad, some of the aunties and no, it wasn't uncles, but aunties did say how, you know, the whole small house thing is a thing and it's part of the culture and she should accept it. I was like, I would have said BS, bye.
That's what they tell you.
No, but that's not, how are we giving merit to, how are we saying we all know about this and it's fine and you need to accept it?
Because that's how it is. So, but having said that, I think that it is a wonderful blessing to be single. Don't you feel like it sometimes?
No. No.
No?
I don't know. I think I'm just...
Maybe it's still fresh for me. I think it's
Maybe I've passed the phase since I've been single for my whole life. I think... What's great about being single?
Because you have options. I think for me, okay, maybe it's because I'm coming out of a marriage.
Even if I was married and then I ran into Idris Elba, I'd be like, husband, bye. Idris is here.
Yes.
If you want to watch, that's a whole, like, do you know what I mean?
No.
Like, come join us. But
I think, guys, the general life thing, when you're with somebody, I can't, let's say you're married, right? You can't decide today.
Is he hot?
Regardless
is he
of
tall?
Regardless of how you live, you can't decide today that you got a job offer to go do whatever it is you want to do in New York or LA. You can't just be like, yes, I'm going.
Yeah,
I
have to consider another person's life.
And if that person feels like, no, this is not going to work, you're now, no matter how strong you are, no matter how individualistic you are, you're going to feel bad. You're going to feel like, maybe should I, if he did it, how would I feel? And then you're going to curb yourself down. And that is, for me, that is a difficulty.
I think that's why I'm not married. I don't think I could do that.
Yeah.
Because I know I've always said, especially with kids, I've always said I never want to have kids too early, just because I don't want to ever look at them and resent. Yeah. Like, I don't want to ever be like, I could have done this, but I didn't because of you, type of thing. But I never really thought about that with a partner. I always thought the partner would just go with me wherever.
No. Would you just go with somebody?
Ugh,
no,
it depends.
You wouldn't. If you had something going on in your life and somebody was like, oh, I've been told to move to freaking...
If you said New York, I'd be like, let's go.
Yes, but if a guy was like, I need to move to Hukunsi because there is life there. And then what?
I'll see you on the weekend, babe.
And do you know how far it is to drive to Hukunsi?
I'll see you month end.
So, yes.
See, these are adult... This is why I'm not in a relationship, because I don't think about these adult things.
Yeah.
Maybe I am just... Maybe I do enjoy being single. Like the not having to like answer to someone.
It's bad when it's cold and when you're sick. I'll tell you that. It's not so nice when you're sick.
Because then you have to be an adult and do it yourself.
There's nobody to call.
No, it sucks.
You know?
You can call me if you want. I live far. It might take me a while.
So, okay. So how do we...
I feel like we should close with something Tinder related. Like, do you ask people questions for them to answer? No, like in the comment section below.
Oh, yes, I
don't know. Have you guys tried Tinder? Can you tell us about your experiences? Don't name people.
Yes.
Shame.
Yeah.
You don't embarrass them.
No. Well, this was great. I'm so excited.
I feel like we have so many talking points for
I know.
After we stop recording.
Yeah. This is wonderful. Thank you so much.
This is fun. Thanks for having me.
Yes. So maybe next time we'll actually talk about what we do or what you do.
Yeah.
Shit,
okay.
Yeah. But anyway, it's been amazing. Yes. So comment below if you've had any, or if you have any dating advice for some of us who are newly single.
Or oldly single and just giving up on the world.
On how to survive this small town single. Yeah.
You know, if we were in Joburg, we would thrive.
We'd be thriving. We would be thriving.
So hard. Okay.
But anyway, thank you so much. I love her, guys. Like,
don't you have to do the whole like, comment, subscribe?
Yes.
No, like,
so,
subscribe,
I mean,
comment
I say it
below.
all the time, and I feel like nobody does it. But anyway,
and then
comment.
Share.
I'm gonna put the little because I found out how to do it. Okay. Comment below, like, and subscribe to my channel, please, and follow Lunch with Bae on Instagram and on Facebook. Yes, on Instagram.
There's that.
Instagram and
there's also on Twitter, but.
Yes. Thank you guys. It's been great. Cheers, girl. Cheers. Cheers to the agricultural.
Cheers.
Thanks for watching, guys.